Holy cow!
Are we live? Okay, we're live. Hi everyone, my name is Kat Abagazale. I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois, and you might have noticed our setup is a little bit different today, and that's because today we're hanging out with two constituents, Pete and Juan. We're going to be doing some crafting, we're going to be talking about guaranteed income and mending and community and self-reliance. But before that, a few little intro things. So if you're new here, these live streams were my attempt to kind of try to find a new way for campaigns to fundraise, because campaigns often fundraise through this thing called call time, which is essentially when you just call rich people all day long to ask for money. And that is how a lot of campaigns get a big chunk of, if not the majority of their money. That's not really our style, and so we wanted to see how much we could fundraise doing a live stream, actually talking to you, and doing things that are, human, talking about the world without a script, talking to the chat, talking to our guests. I'm going to be playing Stray in hour 2, but right now we're hanging out with Pete and Juan. A few announcements. Today we had our poster contest, or not poster contest, our poster making party. That's the word. We had a poster contest last month. But our poster making party at Raygun with Demi Palachek, who's running for State House, and it was awesome. If any of y'all came, we had so much fun with you. It was so well attended that we actually had people on the floor making posters because we just didn't have enough room. So thank you so much, and I hope that you got some good posters for No Kings protests. And now let me introduce Pete and Juan. Hey, Pete and Juan.
Hi. What's up?
Would you like to introduce yourselves to the chat?
Sure. My name is Pete Subkowiak. I live here in Rogers Park and have been working on a lot of different things around income inequality, and particularly universal basic income, guaranteed income, however you want to call it, for a bunch of years now.
That's awesome. How about you, Juan?
And I'm Juan. I also live here in Rogers Park. I've lived here for about 2.5 years, I want to say.
How long was y'all's walk?
5 minutes. 5 minutes? I live
For shit.
right like around the corner from you. Yeah. I'm currently a student at Northwestern, getting my PhD. I'm also an artist.
What are you getting your PhD in?
Performance studies.
So
Yes.
sick. Dr.
And then
Juan.
I'm trying to study mending in particular. So that's, yeah.
Yeah, so I met Pete and Juan because they live in the district and they wanted to talk, and we talked for like an hour in the campaign office and learned that Juan is like a master embroiderer. I love embroidery and crafts. As many of you know, actually the project that Pete is working on, can I steal that real quick? It's one of our campaign embroidery kits, which we had made by Capital Stitch Co. This one says Tax the Rich. And this is Pete's first time embroidering.
Yeah.
He's got the verb, yeah. So we're all got our little projects. I'm working on the back panel for a sweater. Juan, tell us about what you're working on.
I'm working on this character for a narrative I have for my larger body of work, I say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell us about the character.
So her name is Tránsito, and she's kind of the matriarch of this chosen family.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically a group of queer and trans people who purportedly lived in Medellin between the 60s and the 80s. And they had this guerrilla group that they kind of like got together in order to protect themselves and in order to advocate for queer rights in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of like my fantasy narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of like, it's a historical fiction, I would call it. Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah, it's really fun.
And chat, as always, if you want to be a part of this stream and show that live streaming can be a viable way to fundraise for a campaign and have politicians in front of the camera actually talking and not just putting messages through 5 different consultants, you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. If you donate at catforillinois.com/stream, we will be able to shout you out. And this is today's Sunday? Yes, today is Sunday. Next week will be our last stream of our trial week, which means that if this goes well all through next week, we can keep doing this, but we need your help to do that. So donate any amount at catforillinois.com/stream. All right, UBI.
Yeah.
What is it? Why should we care about it?
So I call like the kind of stuff I work on direct cash. Some people call it guaranteed income. Some people call it UBI. There's this whole gamut of cash programs that we've done over the years. Everything from like traditional welfare to Social Security to the child tax credit to these newer programs that are popping up like guaranteed income and universal basic income. it basically say like, what if we gave people cash instead of having these like very paternalistic systems where people have to prove that they need support and all of that. We've had over 165 guaranteed income pilots in the last 5 years in the United States alone.
How have they gone?
Just as you would expect, people do well. They spend the money on food and rent and their children and transit. Some people even get to a place where they can go back to school, where they can start their own business. And that is why I think these programs are super great and a great improvement on what we're doing now, trying to help people. Also, it's like in a world where you have AI and the economy is changing so quickly, and you clearly the government's not keeping up. I don't think UBI is like the solution, but I think that it gives people a cushion to handle sort of a really difficult economic environment. And yeah, we know people use the money well, they use it smartly, they don't waste it. And I think we've just, it's been hard for us, especially in the United States, to believe that just because someone doesn't have money, that they somehow deserve or got themselves into a situation where they struggled with poverty or something like that, and this country's been less willing to talk about the structural realities of poverty in our country and our world.
Well, that all sounds great, so why don't we have UBI? What's standing in the way?
Isn't that the question?
It's I think what I just mentioned is a big thing. I think that we have this bootstraps mentality in this country, that you can do anything you want in this country, and if you're struggling, it's because you're not working hard enough.
Yeah.
It's a branding thing.
It's a branding thing. And so I think that that's part of it. I think that the powers that be, we definitely have to find a way to pay for it, and in this world where only a few people are continuing to do super well, all the billionaires and millionaires we've got, they really don't. They talk about it, right? They talk about it, but it's funny. They talk about someday we'll need a UBI, but they don't. None of them want to talk about how it's going to be paid for. So.
What is it that wait often means never?
Yeah. So I think that it's the same fight we've always had in terms of trying to grow a middle class and support working people, and the same folks trying to push against it.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us a bit about the experiences in Chicago with that.
Yeah, so
for full transparency, this is one of the things that I love about Chicago. I think this is so cool what you're about to tell everyone. I don't want to get everyone's hopes up, but it's cool as hell.
About how we're like a national leader in guaranteed income.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my day job starting in 2019 was working at Cook County government in the Department of Economic Development, and then the pandemic happened.
Wait, what was that? I don't remember that. I must have blocked it from my mind.
I think everybody did, right?
It is kind of crazy that 1 million people died in a year in this country, and we just kind of memory hole it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
it's kind of wild.
It is, but it's something about human nature to be everything's fine, right?
You can imagine 3 people dying, but it's hard to imagine
1 million.
an entire city.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, I and a couple of my colleagues, when the pandemic first hit, said we should do direct cash, and when we first said that, there were a lot of eye rolls, and I'm sure people were laughing at us behind our backs. There was a ton of pushback, and after fighting for like 4 or 5 months, we finally got them to relent and allow us to do I think it was like a $2 or $3 million program.
Holy cow.
Giving direct cash to folks who were impacted who had like lost jobs or otherwise impacted economically by the pandemic. And long story short, the program was so successful that they funded an additional $8-9 million into it, and then a year or two later funded a $42 million guaranteed income program called the Cook County Promise.
And what was the impact of that?
Well, we're going to get the official like study results, but what I can say is that 3,250 families got $500 a month for 2 years. They were mostly female-led with children.
Mm-hmm.
Most people were working, obviously, and we know that from other similar programs, things like food insecurity goes down, more money and time being spent between parents and their children, more money being invested in children's education, extracurricular activities, tutoring, and then you have people, again, like I said, especially towards the end of it, right, they start to get into a place where they can actually think about the future and invest in themselves. So one amazing story was there was a woman named Sabrina, I think, and she was a single mom, 2 kids, and when she got the notice that she got into the program, she was almost homeless. Her rent had just been increased by $300 a month. Yeah, and now she got a yoga certification, and I think she had already been a massage therapist, and she is now a business owner.
That's incredible.
Right, so these are the things that can happen when people are given just a little bit of breathing room. And again, like when you think about what could happen with AI or any sort of economic situation where there's just more instability and volatility, like having that like base is super, super important, so people aren't just living like minute to minute or day to day.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot about the idea that we deserve to thrive, not just survive.
Yeah.
I remember when like the child tax credits came out, there were a lot of conservatives that were getting mad because people were spending that money taking their kids to the zoo or, you know, going to the aquarium instead of just like gruel.
Right, right.
And I think that's amazing. I think that those things are necessary for any child's development. I think that, you know, you see even in the most impoverished countries that people spend, even if they're making like, you know, dollars a day, some of those dollars on their community, on being involved in it, on, you know, a suite for their child. And those shouldn't just be reserved for the people at the top.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's amazing when you hear the stories. The stories are really powerful of people who had never gone to their kids' soccer games or anything because they were literally working 3 jobs, and this like allowed them, again, to like spend a ton, like talk about family values.
Yeah,
like,
just be
like
present.
be able to be there for your kids. There have been some studies around certain cash programs that like showed improved relationships not only between the kids but between the parents, right? Like, which makes total sense because, you know, economic issues are like a huge stressor and you know, lead to divorce and all that kind of stuff. So.
Also, chat, if you have any questions about UBI that you want to ask a literal expert on it, Universal Basic Income, please drop them in the chat. Asha will read them out to us. And here's your reminder, if you want to support the campaign and support live streams like this one, you can donate at capforillinois.com/stream. All right, Juan, let's talk about mending.
Yes.
Go off.
What about it? Such a broad topic.
Okay, let's talk about kind of our idea for the campaign.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say it is so cozy to be here crafting, just like on a couch with y'all.
Yeah.
It's so
great.
fun. I really needed something
Best
like
campaign idea.
I know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these live streams are literally just me finding excuses to do things I like. So this is lovely.
this. Yeah. So for the campaign, we've been, and which is like this idea I had about doing some mending events at laundromats around the town, around the neighborhood. Kind of like trying to find people, meet people where they're at, and trying to provide a service that I think is very helpful for people. Just being able to, one, have their clothes mended if they need them, two, or also just learn a new skill that I think could be used later on for many different things.
Especially as like the economy gets harder, you can't just buy new clothes. And mending them is also like visible mending. I love visible mending. It's a great way to keep your clothes while also adding your own style to it. I always say like those giant dudes that are like preppers and they have so many bullets and they're ready for the apocalypse, and it's like, bro, your bullets are gonna run out. You will die of trench foot, and we can make socks.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're gonna have bullets. What are you gonna do with that?
Totally. Yeah.
Trench foot.
It's also such a wasteful industry, just the
Yeah.
clothing industry in general. We spend so many resources just in terms of water and I mean other natural resources, but also the amount of clothes we just throw away because they're not sold, or because we just don't wear them anymore. We wear them once and then we're done with them. So it's nice to like give things another chance sometimes, even if they're. And also, I mean, there's also the part of like just some having family heirlooms and things that you just want to keep with you,
Yeah.
right? That have, for instance, I'm an immigrant, so there's so many things I brought with me from Colombia that I've had to mend, so that I don't have to get rid of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you are someone in the 9th District and you want to be involved in this initiative, you should join our Discord at discord.gg/cat4Illinois. And when you introduce yourself in the introductions channel, make sure to mention that you know how to sew or you want to learn.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to find time to make my own Halloween costume, but
Oh,
I'm
dang.
not sure how I'm going to be able to do that with the campaign. But we are planning a fun Halloween event. So
What is the
stay
costume?
tuned. I was tied between Melanoe from Hades 2 or Sailor Moon cosplay, because that will just be like
Nice.
easier. I could just put my hair in little space
Yeah.
buns.
Yeah.
But Melanoe's so cool, but it would take, there are like so many accessories you have to do, you know? Chat, let us know costume ideas. But yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that I really have enjoyed on this campaign is how many like art and craft based events. I mean, today we just had our poster making event for No Kings.
Yeah, that's so fun.
And it's just a really great way to, people like want to do things, and there are so few things in this world that don't cost money anymore. And so when we're like, you can come to this thing, optional donation if you want, like for our embroidery classes, but totally optional, and just like be around people and do a thing with or without the campaign, it's like really nice. But also, crafting has historically been like one of the greatest acts of resistance, especially in like among women and queer communities.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's such a beautiful way of building community as well.
Yeah.
Which goes back to what you were saying, just like being together and being able to share, even across like ages or.
Languages even.
Yeah, absolutely. Which
Yeah.
is super exciting.
The first thing I did when I actually, everywhere I moved, but especially here, was I made friends in what I call preschool style, which means I meet someone and I go, do you want to be my friend? And
Nice.
honestly, I have a 100% success rate with it. I know it's hard to make friends as an adult, but like, just be like, hey, do you want to be my friend? It'll work. And so I started a women's club and taught a lot of women how to embroider at my apartment, and it just kept going because it was, I remember our first one was something really bad had happened politically that day, and we were all just very depressed, and none of us looked at our phones. Everyone, without being asked, brought like cookies or like cider, and it was really lovely. And being able to translate that to the campaign, and also like hearing from so many people, like the mending idea is so genius. I'm so excited to do this.
I'm very excited too. Yeah. It's also just good for mental health.
Yeah.
Right? It allows you to just slow down, take a breath.
Don't doom scroll, do something with your hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I asked y'all the potato question?
Potato?
Okay, perfect. I asked this last stream to our guest, and we had this on our job applications for the campaign.
Yes.
I was asked at a dinner party one time, and now I just ask like everyone I know. what are your top 3 favorite like preparations of potatoes?
Oh,
And before you
that's
answer, you don't just
easy.
have like mashed or baked. Oh, hi, little one.
Hi,
Peter's
buddy.
over here. You got like gnocchi, you got latkes, you
Yeah.
got pierogies.
You have vodka,
You got vodka. Well, Denim
which
said
is one of my
vodka.
top 3.
All right, is one of your
Yeah.
top 3. I love how Juan's already like keyed into this pizza. Like, I didn't think about it like that. And Juan's
Yeah,
like, you've
yeah.
got vodka.
Yeah.
Right? You got
yeah.
maybe others?
I mean, French fries for me, you know. I'm
But what
obsessed
type of
with
French fries? I need specifics here. Like,
Just like a regular French fry with mayo on the side.
but are they like waffle fries? Are they like the twice fried
just
ones?
the regular ones? How do you
Gotcha.
call those? Yeah, just a regular one.
The
Also the wedge.
cisgender French fries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty obsessed with French fries. I would say.
Yeah, you do like French fries.
Yeah.
You like your French fries with mayonnaise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like French fries with A1. I know that's really
Ooh.
fucked up. But
Ooh, that sounds weird.
I
Well,
don't eat
says
A1
me,
on
who
steak. I
eats them
just
with
eat it on
mayonnaise.
French fries. Hi, Heater.
Right.
My cat's out of shot, but just know she's really cute.
She's
Super
adorable.
cute.
Yeah.
Super
How about
cute.
you?
I don't know, man. Like,
I
if
need
you
one
ask
more
me-
from you too, Juan.
If you ask me about cheese, then I could give you a bunch of things, but
Well, there's like loaded fries.
I do like loaded fries.
Uh,
I like
Poutine.
I like white truffle fries.
Ooh,
Yeah.
bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very fancy like that.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Very fancy with his fries.
What's another good fry? I mean, I'm just a really I'm a waffle fry girly, and I'm not gonna apologize for it.
Interesting.
And as a kid, this is also fucked up. My mom, when like we didn't have time to cook, she would make fish sticks and tater tots, and we'd eat them with A1.
I mean, that's.
It goes so hard, y'all. Like the Gordon's
Yeah.
fish sticks, and you just bake them to
Yeah.
a crisp. Like you
Yeah.
can't even
Yeah.
taste the fish
That
stick;
sounds
it's
good.
just the texture.
Yeah.
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 All right, Juan, how'd you get into like fiber arts?
That is such a funny question. I guess I always did it, kind of, sort of, and then I was working on my MFA a few years ago, like almost 10 years ago. I don't know, I was thinking a lot about queerness, and I was thinking a lot about domesticity and private spaces and the kind of media that were used in these spaces. So I just grabbed a needle and a piece of fabric and started doing it, and I haven't stopped since. And then I met my best friend, who's also an artist. They were a year behind me in our program, and they're like a legit fiber artist.
Yeah.
So that way I just kind of like started growing my skills and just my love for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to the GW museum? That's all like fiber arts.
No.
Yeah, it's a free museum, and so I went to GW for college.
Oh, nice.
And they had this huge archive of like quilts and fabrics
Wow.
and threads and like just all this stuff. And so they just opened a museum on campus, and it's free to go in. I would
That's
go there for
amazing.
my birthday. And this was before I even knew how to like do anything in fiber arts, because I was so like intimidated by it. But like it's not intimidating. It's something that anyone can do. It just, if you're looking into doing this, highly recommend going to like just one class. Like that in-person instruction helps. But yeah, they had this really cool exhibit one year, and it was across an entire room, and most of the room was empty. But from one wall to the other were all of these very thin pieces of string of different colors, and the artist had gone through all of these religious texts to find any colors associated with God
Wow.
in a crossfades. And so it was trying to find the color of God.
That sounds really
It was
beautiful.
really sick. And you
Yeah.
could just like, they'd have cushions in there, and you could just like take a nap, or I would because I'm narcoleptic,
Nice.
or like just rest or meditate or whatever. But it was great.
Yeah. To add to what you just said about like how everyone can do it,
Yeah.
we're also all just so familiar with textiles. Like if you just think about it, we're always surrounded by them.
Yes.
We wear them all the time. Unless we're naked, we're like in contact with them.
But like if you're naked, you probably have like a towel or a sheet on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessary.
And
Fair.
Sorry.
I think one of the, if you're really thinking about getting into this, embroidery is a great way to do it. I describe it as drawing with string, and
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing great.
I feel
It's
I
easy
thought
to
it was
do.
gonna be a
Impressed.
lot worse than this is. Yeah, I'm doing all right.
It's very intuitive too. Like it just makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you do it, like once you get literally like 2
Yeah.
stitches in, you're like, oh wait, I learned how to embroider on my 24th birthday.
Nice.
She just wants to sniff.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
Let her sniff the tea, Asha. Asha, you fascist.
Teeth.
Control freak.
I got
Oh, we got donors to shout out?
Yeah.
Awesome, let's do it.
All right.
And if you want to be one of these donors shouted out, go donate at cafeillinois.com/stream. All right, Asha.
Okay, we have Keith G,
Keith G, thank you so much for your donation.
Jonathan C.
Jonathan C, thank you.
Jason T.
Jason T, thank you for your donation.
Termaine J.
Termaine J, thank you.
Danielle W.
And Danielle W, thank you so much.
It's so
Good job.
exciting.
We're also children, so we get like a lot of $69 donations.
Hey,
And we've had
I'll
like
take
2
them.
guests that are like, Kat, for real? And I'm like, guys, everything's bad. Just like be stupid with us for a second.
Like,
But Pete, you've been really involved in politics your whole career.
yeah.
What's it like, what are things that people don't understand? We were talking about call time before the stream and how ubiquitous it is. I was actually just on a panel with a bunch of people that were running for like city council and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, everyone here knows call time. And they were like, and then I described the live stream thing and all of them contacted me after being like, how do I play video games for money?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what are some of those other things that like people don't really know about politics and especially about like campaigns and things that are like, we probably should know. They should be common knowledge.
I think I think people know this at this point, but maybe don't know the depths of how much a problem the money thing is, and how most politicians, at least historically, and that's why I think what you're doing is so fucking dope, will do, even when they're in Congress, for 3 or 4 hours a day.
That's not an exaggeration, by
They'll
the way.
fundraise.
Sometimes more.
And they have these offices that are literally like a block or 2 off of Capitol Hill, and so you just pop in there, and they have these like little rooms, and you go and call people, and it's called call time. And this is
And no one likes doing it.
No one likes doing it.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, yeah. It's just such a. I mean, I think money in politics is one of the biggest reasons why we're where we are right now, for sure. But it's just so ever present, and it's also the reason why I think it is tough for a traditional politician, I guess I'll say, or someone, because you've won city council, or you've won state senate, or you've won, mayorship or whatever by doing this.
Right.
And so this is your like life's blood, even if what you want to do while you're in office is
Right.
is good work. This is how you have to get there. And so
You can't do all those good things if you get voted out, if you get out fundraised.
right, exactly.
And I think the money in politics, I had Amanda Littman from Run for Something on the stream last week,
Yeah.
and we talked a lot about this. I personally think that the reason that Congress, half of Congress or more, is worth $1 million or more, some of it's insider trading, but a lot more of that is, if you try to run for office, the first thing you'll be asked when setting up campaign infrastructure is how many people can you call on day one
Yeah.
to write you $1,000,
Right.
$3,500, $7,000 check.
Because you need to have an impressive day one number. So you have to line up all of your rich
Holy
friends and
cow.
donate and say, like, this was our first day or first week.
Right, and
Like-
that's how people measure your viability.
Exactly.
And not to brag, we raised $200K with 0 call time. But the thing
Not to
is, it's
brag.
fucked that we have to, that is even a bragging point, because that shouldn't be how our campaigns work. It shouldn't be the only reason that some of like the powers that be thought we were viable is because we could do that.
Yeah.
And like also it's an issue because first off, if you don't know a lot of rich people, then you probably can't get people to help you set up campaign infrastructure. You don't have all the same time to fundraise. I am very part of this was involuntary because my job is a conflict of interest, but I'm very lucky to have some savings and some great people in my life to kind of, help cushion me a little bit,
Yeah.
but like I'm racking up debt while running for office.
Yeah.
And did y'all know you could take a candidate salary if you're running for federal office if you're non-incumbent?
I did not know that.
Well, this is
Wow.
where it gets really fucked. So if you are running as a non-incumbent candidate, you can take a candidate salary, and that's taken from your donations. And I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that it allows people to,
Yeah.
especially in this political climate where everything is about money and doing things all the time, I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
But that is calculated by half of your average income over the last 5 years.
Oh wow.
So if you've been making $200K up to a congressional salary, if you've been making $200K for the last 5 years, you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're a dad for a family of 4,
Yeah.
and you've been making $32,000,
Yeah.
that's slashed to $16K. Or if you graduated in the pandemic
Yeah.
and spent the last year freelancing after Elon Musk
Holy
cost you your
cow.
job, and all of your payments came in on Jan 2 this year,
Yeah.
it's like $12 a day.
Yeah.
And after payroll, it's not even worth it. And so it makes it so much harder to run for office in the first place.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely set up to fail for like whether it's set up to support incumbents and to support people with money. I remember I was living in Seattle when they first passed.
The city of Grey's Anatomy.
Correct. Yes,
exactly.
which is yeah.
I see you one.
They passed like a public financing of certain campaigns. So, anyways, the city council campaigns had like matching public funds, and the city council, like within the span of a couple of years, I want to say, like went from like old and dusty to like super like young, right? Because
Can you explain how matching funds work for the audience?
And for me,
Yeah, I can't totally, but like you probably know better than I do because you're running. But like something about you're able to raise a certain amount of money, and then that qualifies you for public matching funds. And this is like a thing that only a couple of places in the country do right now. Most
New
places.
York does this, but to a max. And honestly, I think that is a great way for campaign finance. I think there should be a maximum that you can raise and spend. And like, you shouldn't need several $1 million to win a House race, but that's probably what we'll need. So if you want to support a candidate that's been called a dangerous detractor by APAC, you can donate at capitalillinois.com/stream. Flawless transition, just by the way.
Love it.
But yeah, Juan, have you ever thought about getting involved in politics? To like run for office?
oh no.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's
It
really
sounds
rewarding.
like it.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah. Also, it's so public facing that I'm
he's
usually
not.
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think it's like very valuable and important.
Yeah.
I would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think a lot of people know how like ubiquitous call time, and also just like how many it relies on oligarchs. Like
Oh.
it relies.
totally.
There are people with like whole lists that they have groomed over their entire career
Yeah.
of being like, I can call this many people after this election and raise this much money, and like that's a point of pride
Yeah.
because that's how the system's set up.
Right.
And if you're like, my representative doesn't do that, they do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to change. I think it's changing slowly because it's just becoming more obvious to people that like that's the way it's set up, and that elected officials are not necessarily always thinking about their constituents' needs first. And
And like the saddest part is a lot of them are, but they're like, I need to get reelected, and
Yeah.
how am I going to do that if I don't have the money? And that's one thing that I have always wondered. I'm like, but how are we spending this money? I thought that there was like some rule that you couldn't use your money to like help people right now. There's not.
right, to just fundraise and actually just spend it in the community.
Right.
Yeah, which is what you're doing.
Which is what we're doing, and what we want to do with these mending workshops and things like that,
Yeah.
or with our campaign office. But I thought that there were like all these rules, all these secret rules, and that's why we weren't doing it. Nope.
Nope, they just don't want to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which, like, it's more work, I get that, but it's also so much more satisfying, and I think more electorally viable if people
Yeah.
see that you want to actually do something.
Yeah,
Then
I also
might
kind
trust
of,
you.
I just have a problem with the mentality that you're going to get into office and then you're just going to stay there, and that should be your goal,
Mhm.
is to just constantly win re-election. I mean, these are, seats that represent the public. It's not supposed to be hoarded by one person.
Or the idea that you should wait your turn, that, like,
Yeah.
this needs to become an open seat first. I hope, when we win, if I want to be cocky, but like, if I win, I want someone to try to primary me.
Mm.
And I know people have been like, you're going to hate yourself for saying that, but like, no, that forces everyone to bring your A game.
That is
We
true.
need to stop. There was a time where you would be put on a literal blacklist for trying to primary another candidate or help someone that was primarying another candidate, and now it's more informal, but it's still a huge no-no.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's the dam is like kind of breaking though. Like you're seeing it with Zoran and what's his face? This
Graham
stupid-
Plattner?
Well, Graham Potter, yeah, but the governor, I'm like, yeah, oh, thank you, yeah, like they're just like.
I like how you said thank you when I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
You're like, thank you so much for that.
sometimes I need to pat myself on the back for still having my memory. It's falling apart. You know, like the fact that he has all this experience and has been governor is not. Like, it's not fooling people. He's not thinking about them first. Like, and they know it.
Look, if experience was what we needed to get ourselves out of this, everything would be fine.
Right.
If all we needed was career politicians, life would be going pretty damn well. I've had some people ask, like, what is your experience? And look, I don't think we don't need, well, that was like a quadruple negative. But I don't think it's bad to have people that have been career politicians in Congress.
Yeah.
But I think that can't just be it. I think we need a diversity of backgrounds, just like we need diversity of age and race, religion, because this is a very diverse country. And my experience is in fighting the far right. My experience is getting deposed by Elon Musk and, helping get Tucker Carlson fired. That's what my experience is. And we need labor leaders, we need teachers, we need scientists, but we can't do that if running for office is still extremely difficult.
Expensive, exactly. Yeah. The other thing that made me so excited that you were running is that so another thing after I worked at Cook County for through 2023-ish, and then I went and worked in the Biden administration for basically 2024, and I think that there is a big disconnect. I know there's a big disconnect between what people are experiencing the day to day here in places like Rogers Park or the suburbs or whatever, and what's the conversations that are happening in DC. And we need. I don't think experience is what we need, frankly, right now. I am wanting to support someone who understands like the threat that we're facing and understands like how to defeat it. And it's clear that people with experience in our party don't see what's happening and don't understand how to defeat it. So I don't necessarily think that right now, like, yeah, if we were in a normal time and it was like everything was steady, you'd probably want someone with experienced hands.
I would not be running for office.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that's not where we're at, and a lot of people that I worked with around DC and stuff, or they're really smart and really like they care about the country, but they are very removed from the actual people. And I don't think they know how to fight like you do, and understand that that's what we need to do right now. So
we can't just sit around on our ass like no one's coming to save us.
That's right.
It's only us. Just like I'm fighting for my life with this yarn, guys. It's a 5-color sweater, and so it always gets mixed up. I'm fighting for my life, but I will fight for you just like I fight to get this yarn untangled. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream.
Do it.
I have had a lot of fun with those transitions.
So smooth.
Do y'all have your ice whistles yet?
Not yet.
We got some 3D printed ones at the office.
Oh,
That
nice.
volunteer
Yeah,
brothers
I'll stop.
over.
We'll stop by and get them.
For anyone who doesn't have a whistle yet, I have mine right here. I've been beating it, so I.
Ooh, those are
don't
cute,
wanna-
too.
Yeah, we actually had a little beating party during the ice protest at Rogers Park yesterday, which was the same block as our office, and we were like, if you want to make your whistle cute, come join us. ICE fucking hates the whistles. They hate the whistles. If you see ICE blow the whistle, and they will run because they're. I keep wanting to call them babies, but that's just so insulting to babies. Babies are so much cooler than ice.
We call them whistle haters.
I mean, Juan, you're Colombian. Are you worried about ice?
Yeah, honestly, it's such a
Like they were right behind us today.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels like such a pressing thing, right? Like it feels so
To
present.
be clear, he's a citizen, but like still.
No, but still,
But
they
still,
don't care.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling him. It's like it's not like the rules are not the same.
I mean, I
It
keep trying to
doesn't
tell my
feel like
dad that. Like, I'm like,
Is
yeah,
he
you're.
still a Republican or is it?
No, my parents after like during Trump's first term, or first election, they were like, we do not fuck with this man.
Okay.
So
Alright.
yeah, my parents have not been Republican since then.
Good
Hi, mom and
job.
dad, if you're watching.
Good job.
Good job.
Love you. They're very proud of their Antifa daughter over here. Asha's shaking her head. I'm thinking about the clips. But like I just try to stress, like, you know, even if my dad's like white passing and all this stuff, like his last name's Abagazale, and
Yeah.
he's even though he's been a citizen since like decades,
Yeah.
his last name's still Abagazale. I was just at a mosque yesterday and we're talking to so many people, and it's like, look, ICE doesn't care. They can't tell the difference between like a Mexican person and
They
someone
don't- I don't
from
think they care.
like from Southeast Asia. They don't care at all.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Nothing, sorry.
Oh.
I was saying they don't.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. Yeah.
They don't care at all, and like no one is safe from ICE. I mean, I've been thrown by them 3 times now, and what they're doing in that facility is so much worse than what they're doing on camera. And they shot someone point blank in the face with a pepper ball gun.
Yeah.
That was filming.
Yeah. Well, and the pastor too.
Oh, Pastor Black, you're dope.
I'd love to meet him.
He's sick.
seems
Come to
amazing.
Broadview. He's
Yeah.
he's been out there. I remember the first time I was out there, he was there and just like led a stupid little icebreaker game when it kind of like cooled down. All of us were just in a circle, and yeah, he's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy, and he will fight for people. And then seeing that video of him getting shot in the face, I was like, it makes sense. I mean, they denied priests from being able to give communion.
This way, yeah.
And it just makes me think, like, first off, what's happening in that facility and what's happening to the people being disappeared. We have no idea. I was really happy to see Graham Plattner post today being like, we need to bring these men before the Senate with their masks off and hold them accountable for their crimes.
Yeah.
Like, it can't just be abolishing ICE. It has to be holding them accountable.
Yeah.
Just like what, you know, in like Gaza, we don't know the extent of how bad it is because journalists have not been allowed in. We don't know the extent of this yet, and it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just get a whistle.
Yes.
And if you have a 3D printer, 3D print some. We actually had a woman and her wife come to our poster making event today, and they 3D printed a bunch of whistles, and they were just handing
Nice.
them out at the thing, and then just went down the street, handing them out to people. And Rogers Park were really lucky because people don't put up with that shit, but
Yeah.
they're still coming here anyways.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing for those of you who don't live in Rogers Park or in Chicago. It's hard to be humble when you're from Chicago sometimes because the people of the city are badass. But this neighborhood in particular has always been, and it's so like diverse just in terms of like it's like lower income, working class, middle income. It's people of every races. There's lots
Mixed
of
housing.
Mixed housing. There's students. There's tons of immigrants from all over the world, and like we got each other's backs. Like I woke up this morning to a 3 like car horns just blaring, and what I've come to know is that is because there are neighbors following the ICE cars and basically just blaring their car horns nonstop to let everybody know that ICE is in the neighborhood. And that's what they do. They just like wake up at dawn and like follow the ICE cars and blare their horns.
A couple weeks ago, there were all these unfamiliar cars on the street at like 11 p.m. and Ben and I are like going to sleep. We see that, and so we go downstairs in our jammies, and we're like, all right, we're just gonna start screaming like "La migras," like as soon as if we see that's ICE. And it was a bunch of guys trying to fix some water lines. And but like first off, thank God, and second, there were like 8 other people all outside in their pajamas, being like, "What's up?" And being like,
Who's this?
"Who's this?" And then all the water line guys are like, "Fuck yeah, let's go. We're just here to fix your water, but we'll keep an eye out for ICE." Like it's a great place to live, and yet
Totally.
we still have people being abducted. Someone was abducted on the
Yeah.
corner of the street of our campaign office, and then 200 people showed up and showed out yesterday to protest. Today, there were people patrolling all day. We have school watches. If you're not involved, if you're in the area, join Protect RP, which does a lot of fantastic work in anti-ice watch. Like, these masked goons are not the good guys. You're not the good guy if you're rappelling from a Black Hawk helicopter.
And if you need to cover your face. Like,
If you need to cover
hide,
your face.
there's-
Like, I thought you guys hated masks. Only when you're hurting people, like, that's when you'll put it on. Okay.
Yeah.
Only when you're hurting people, that's when you'll keep it off, and only when you're hurting people, that's when you'll put it on.
Yeah, it's
And they just love beating women. It's so crazy.
almost.
It's almost
there's
like that.
There's something there. I feel like.
Someone's there. Oh my god. Let me see how your embroidery. Oh, it's going great.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
you're doing so well.
Show cam.
Yeah, show
Oh.
cam. Ta-da!
Sorry, I'm trying to
You
feel it.
too
Yeah.
can become an embroiderer.
Yeah, we're hoping to put some embroidery kits on our store, capitalillinois.com/store.
Awesome.
Yeah, Capital Stitch Co. is great. It's just two lesbians that made embroidery their pandemic hobby, and all their stuff is reusable. That's what I really like. Is like it comes with like a little bag that you can fit
Yeah.
all the products in,
Yeah.
and it's super accessible and easy to do. Yeah. Do we have any questions from chat, Asha?
Holy cow.
You
We're
can
going
say
to in
no.
a sec now, but we'll leave some donuts in the meantime.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's shout out some donors.
We have, who do we have? There it is. We're done. Alex R. It's 69.
Alex R with a $69
Solid.
donation.
Hey.
Nice.
Solid.
Ha ha ha.
Tina M.
Tina M, thank you so much for your donation.
Trey R.
Trey R, thank you so much for your donation.
Greg M.
Greg M, thank you for your donation.
Eric B.
Eric V,
B. As in
B,
boy.
Eric B, thank you for your donation.
Donald J.
Donald J, thank you.
With a recurring.
With a recurring donation, thank you so much.
Yeah.
John B.
John B, thank you so much for your donation.
Eric H.
Eric H, we got so many Erics today. Thank you so much.
And William A.
And William A, if you guys want to get a shout out like them, you can do so. Donate at cafreillinois.com/stream. Big or small, your donation helps us for a grassroots campaign. No corporate PAC money, no billionaire money, and no Republican funded PAC money.
Yeah.
We have such cool merch coming out. I'm so excited to show y'all.
What kind of merch?
Hold on, I'll show y'all our mock-up designs, but you can't tell anyone what it says.
Okay.
There you go. So this is like a combination of Mia, our creative director, who y'all met.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then there we go.
Yeah.
It's dope, right?
Yeah. You're gonna do well.
And there's Heater.
Oh,
I know.
cute.
That's good. Yeah. The merch is
Merch gonna be
merch is
crazy.
lit. The merch is lit.
Do y'all play video games?
You know,
You can say no.
no, I
You can say
Uh,
that.
I don't know if this is better or worse, but I used to play like gun games, like as like my
Like
first,
arcade or like
first person shooter.
that's
games.
what many people play.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah, that's how he plays to relax.
yeah, that's what I'm like. I would go home from like like trying to argue with people that they should just like do the right thing in politics. It's really hard.
It's really hard.
and then I would just go home and like shoot everything. But now
In
I
the
like
game.
to do like
In the game.
like
Yes,
what's
only
that?
in the game.
In the oh
In
yeah,
the game.
in the game. Yeah. Now I like to do like I have a VR headset.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
What's that like? Is that actually good?
It's super fun. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like you really like put yourself in another world. But I like to do more like puzzle games now, like mind challenging games.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, one?
I play Mario Kart and Mario Tennis,
Okay.
and that's about it. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Ethan. We should play Mario Kart with Ethan.
Yeah, don't tell Ethan that you play Mario Kart.
Is he really good?
I don't know.
Or is he just obsessed?
He just talks out a lot.
If he's gonna hear this, he's very good.
How is he really?
He is. He's good.
Okay.
He plays a lot.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
He's got a passion for Mario Kart
I'll
that I
play-
honestly admire.
I'll play Mario Tennis with anyone. That I'm really
I didn't know
good.
Mario Tennis
So,
was on the table
yeah.
here. Wow. I need to grab my Switch because I'm so excited for the new Pokemon game.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Pokemon character? Do you have one?
I mean, of course I do.
Okay.
I think like playing wise, Gardevoir, like nostalgia wise, Mudkip, and vibe wise, Snorlax, because once again, narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy.
Yes.
So like my mom used to, before we knew I had narcolepsy, she'd be like, "You're just like Snorlax," because I'd be like falling asleep all the time. It's like, yeah, we're just the same.
Just the same.
Aw,
That's just funny.
funny.
I listen to a lot of Pokemon lo-fi, a lot of Legend of Zelda lo-fi.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, do you have any pets?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Too many pets.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Well, I have 2 Chihuahuas I live with, but I also have another doggy back with my mom in Nebraska. I have a cat, and then I have 3 other dogs in Colombia.
All right.
So
Yeah,
lot of
he has a
dogs.
problem.
I do have a, well, I wouldn't say it's a problem.
I think
I
that
know
sounds
you-
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that by the time we're 60, we're gonna have like 30 dogs.
Yeah.
And like.
I love how one's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was in our vows.
Yeah, once I'm
Yeah.
not a student anymore, it's yeah. That's the
All
goal.
bets are off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have a dog. I have one dog. He's a terrier mutt. He's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think pets, like dogs and drag queens are basically what got me through COVID and probably what's going to get me
That's
through
an
fascism.
incredible statement.
Is it not true though? Like
No,
mean,
I
guess
wish I had
yeah.
heater during COVID because
Yeah.
like this cat is the only thing that has like tethered my sanity while running for office.
Yeah.
She's so awesome. And
They're so incredible.
they're so incredible, and I never had a cat before, and
Really?
I never pet a cat before I was 25.
What?
And, yeah, I know. I'm really allergic.
Oh.
But
okay.
you know, but like Ben, like loves cats, which is such a green flag, honestly. And,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
such a green flag when a guy's like, I love cats, they're so fun, and he's such a good cat dad. And I thought I heard Heater scratching, but maybe she's under the couch.
I thought I heard her run down here or something.
She's such a little scamp.
So how long have you had her?
We got her March 1st of 2023.
Okay.
No,
Couple
2024.
years.
No, 2020. Yeah, 2024.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So we met her like New Year's of 2023 because that was Ben's Christmas gift, was going to
Aw.
a cat cafe and hanging out with the cats.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And now she's like the center of my world, and I have 25 years of loving cats to catch up on, and so I'm just
Yeah.
like full crazy cat lady, and I don't care. JD Vance, come at me.
Just throw the couch right back in his face.
And we got this couch for $40.
Yeah, you can find some good finds on like
David
Facebook
Marketplace.
Marketplace.
Yeah, I'm a Facebook Marketplace soldier.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I found
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
you
this
can
was
get-
this was Asha helping me find a good couch.
Nice.
My mom was like, "Wow, you really like Facebook Marketplace now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm broke. That's what we all do."
Yeah.
We have gone back to a bartering economy.
We really have in some
Yeah.
ways,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think that's one of the great things. I think a lot about like just community building and self-reliance and combining those, and how nice it is when like someone just does something nice
Mhm.
and you just don't expect anything back. I remember asking a friend to go feed. Hi, baby girl.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Peter?
Here.
Here.
Okay. I heard beater. That's not it.
No.
But I had a friend who I asked to like help feed her, and I was like, I can pay you. I know it's like super short notice, and he was like, no. Like I think that we need to just like do
Just-
nice things
yeah,
for
just
our
support
friends.
your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just like kind of clicked to me. I was like, oh shit, yeah. Capitalism has broken my brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so nice to be in community and have that support.
Yeah. I do think, yeah, we've lost that in a lot of ways, and it is
Especially
nice
since COVID.
Since COVID, yeah, that we're figuring that out and trying to.
So I just want everyone to know I figured out the yarn. We're untangled.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
I caught
Is
this
that what
battle.
you've been doing this entire time?
Have
That's what I've been
system.
doing for a lot of
5
it.
minutes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to throw a bunch of my stuff in there, and then it got all tangled up. And it's gonna get tangled up soon too. But yeah.
Yeah, it's the nature
Part
of the
of the
beast. It looks
process.
like, from what I can tell.
How do y'all feel about this administration? You having a good time?
Oh, the best. You know, keeps you on your feet.
Have y'all seen One Battle After Another?
Not yet. I really want to though.
You gotta go see it.
Yeah.
You gotta go see it.
It sounds epic.
The trailers were bad. There was like this one like shitty, non-derogatory, but like shitty pronoun joke that kept getting featured in the trailers, and I was like,
Huh.
is this like a shitty action movie where Leonardo DiCaprio is just like a woke dad? I don't know. I don't know. I still don't know why they included that in the trailer, because it's just like an epic story about like ICE and how white supremacy drives so much of both authoritarianism and immigration enforcement.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
yeah, so good.
interesting.
I think it's one of Leonardo DiCaprio's best performances.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see it. Is it enjoyable seeing it, or is it like draining seeing it?
No, it's actually like you'll feel definitely like you'll need to sit with it for a second after,
Yeah.
but like it is
Okay.
very much a like fun in an intense way to watch. Like you are not feeling dread in the intensity. You are
Okay.
feeling
Excitement.
excitement, intenseness
Nice.
in the intensity.
Nice.
Cool.
And like the performances are great, and it's 2.5 hours, and just as you're like, this is getting a little long, it stops. Just as you hit that point where you're like, maybe we're going over, it's like, we're done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to go see that soon.
Yeah.
We've been saying we need to actually go to the theater for once.
The theater.
I know.
Theater.
It's been forever since I.
You should bring those little like binoculars that you wear to the opera, but one battle after another.
That would be it.
That's how I feel when I bring my glasses places, because I never wear my glasses, and then I'm like, oh, I'm being so fancy wearing my glasses. Which is just like, no, I'm just letting myself see.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I wear them, I'm like, wow, I can see so clearly. And Ben's like, yeah,
That's what they're for.
that's
yeah.
what they're for.
Oh, you're telling me you need glasses soon.
I know. Just for
Go
reading.
to the optometrist.
Just for reading.
Okay, go to the CVS.
Yeah. I got myself some reading glasses, and I'm starting to wear them. You know, accepting that.
I'm sure they make you look very distinguished.
It's so funny. I love glasses.
They're so cute. I love when
Yeah.
Ben wears glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I look decent in them and all of that.
Asha Heater's like eavesdropping over your shoulder.
Yeah, she's reading the chat.
She's reading the
Keeping
chat.
track.
No one say anything mean about Heater. You're gonna hurt her feelings.
Moderating.
Yeah.
Heater the mod.
She's literally like zoned in.
So cute.
Yeah.
She loves TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
she's-
so cute.
She's just like her parents. She loves TV. She loves anime. So great.
That's great. So how are you feeling? I mean, I know how you feel about the administration, but how are you? I would love to know how you keep the energy up with all of
Yeah.
what you're doing, because it's it can be, you know,
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, and I always describe this as both the most rewarding and exhausting thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I've actually I've been feeling the toll more, and so I've scheduled some days off for myself at the end of the month.
Oh,
Like
nice.
consecutive too. I'm very excited.
Ooh.
Because we're about to go into like a ton of door knocking and everything,
Yeah.
like right before our petitioning season's almost done.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it is like my community, like not just Ben and my loved ones, but also like my staff, like Asha, producer Asha. Everyone say thank you, producer Asha, in the chat.
Good job, Asha.
Is so unbelievably awesome. Like my whole staff, I know I can depend on them. And then like our volunteers and supporters are just beyond cool. They 3D printed all of these beads with our logo.
Oh,
Like one of our
wow.
volunteers 3D printed cat beads because we've been doing like bracelet parties.
Yeah.
And it's just like those little things where I'm like, you guys are so cool and creative.
Yeah,
Than anything, like
that's
so
amazing.
cool and creative. And a lot of hot sauce. I haven't been able to work out once since I started the campaign, and so I get all of my endorphins from really spicy food.
Nice hack, yeah.
Yeah, it works. And some people get a runner's high. I get like a spicy high, and so I've just taken that to a whole nother level.
Wow.
My tongue is now like chefs that can grab an entire cast iron skillet with their hand without a mitt.
Yeah.
That's what my tongue
Yeah.
is. But knitting and playing video games and stuff like that has been like
Yeah.
keeping me grounded.
Yeah.
But yeah. Have you ever thought about running for office?
I used to, and maybe
Were
someday.
you a
I
debate
will.
kid?
What's that?
Were you a debate kid?
Oh no. I was a terrible student.
That wasn't the question.
Okay.
Cool.
might someday, but right now, I always ask myself where and how do I think I could be most impactful.
Yeah.
And right now, like I just don't. Yeah, maybe someday, but I like what I'm doing right now. I just finished like a role in the guaranteed income space, and I'm.
Oh yeah, tell us about your organization before
Yeah.
we leave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I am just like you, like starting up and like fundraising to start a new organization called the Working Majority, whose mission basically is to try and unite lower income, working class, and middle class people around their shared economic interests.
Yeah.
And so it's very, very early stages, but there's a lot of interest in it, and
So how would you go about that?
good question. My thinking is, well, first of all, like basically trying to make an AARP for the working and middle class. And how you start that is
Which, by the way, even if you're not old, you can get AARP discounts, become an AARP member. I've gotten so many discounts that way. It's a huge life hack.
Yeah. And so to start something like that is a couple different things. It's like a real benefit that doesn't exist in the world. That's how AARP started. And then building out from there. I am interested in also grounding it in participatory democracy. So basically having a group of representative group of people that come together and say, what should the priorities be for like this kind of an organization? That's
More tax breaks for billionaires.
Right.
Oh,
So that could come up. But my guess is, right, we have lots of polls. We know what most people want, and it's higher wages. It's more rights for unionization. It's taxing, rich folks and not cutting health care.
How controversial.
I know, and yet like there's not like a one big badass organization in DC. Like there's a number of organizations that are obviously fighting for that, but
Impact.
just to name one. But yeah, if there was a way that we could try it and get everybody around the same page on and with one voice, and it's grounded in actual members who are working class, middle class, who are dictating the priorities of the organization.
Yeah.
Then it really has, like, it's not someone like me or anyone else like saying like this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
It's the members and the people themselves, and we're just giving them a process and then a platform and the power and the voice to do that. So that's the vision, and how we get there, I don't have a perfect map yet. I just started, but I think there's a lot of appetite for it, and where there's a will, there's a way.
Hell yeah. Is there anything y'all want to plug?
Holy cow.
Well, there is a website for it called it's called workingmajority.org. You can just go there and like put your email in if you're interested in following our progress. And I don't know what else do you have to plug.
What else do I have to plug? I guess my mending. If you follow me on Instagram, you can find the link to my mending website where I'm taking commissions to mend
What's your
for people.
Instagram and what's
My
your website?
Instagram is jdecasta, JDECASTA dot
Holy
mends,
cow.
MENDS. That's where you can find it. Yeah.
And what's your website?
It's my last name, castano-marquez.com.
Awesome.
Yep.
You can put it in the notes or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Pete and Juan, do you have anything else to plug?
I don't think so. Thanks for having us. We're stoked to. I think the plan is to do a karaoke fundraiser.
Very excited about the karaoke fundraiser.
Are you? I was like, maybe we should ask her. If she
No, I've
likes
been seeing it
karaoke.
pop up in my email, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to do like a country song about killing your husband or the Pokemon rap at the end of every episode.
Yeah.
And very similar in tone.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm
Cool.
very excited.
All right, cool. Yeah, so that's happening sometime in November, but stay tuned on all of the platforms, and we'll plug it soon.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We will be taking like a 5-minute break to bring back our old setup, and we'll see y'all in a sec. Producer Asha, can you please mute us and put up our little heater?
I can.
Holy cow! Holy cow! Holy cow.
Why isn't it going? Okay, and we're back. Hi, y'all. Thank you so much. This was really fun to do that with Pete and Juan. That was like our first of that new format. And so thank you so much for having us. And I hope y'all had fun too. I am just very glad to make some progress with this sweater. We are about to play Stray, which if y'all remember, the cat almost got overtaken by like some little bug guys. But let me see the chat. So once again, this is a fundraising live stream. So if you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream, we can give you a shout out. We can show that fundraising doesn't have to be behind closed doors and just calling rich people. It can be playing video games and having fun and talking without a script. And so, yeah, sneaky Asha in the background. Everyone say thank you, producer Asha. So donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Let's play some video games. Can I change my category on Twitch to Stray? Yes, I can. Do you know where the... Thank you. To... Asha's always on it. All right. Thank you. Let's get in, y'all. Why isn't the stream deck working? Is it not plugged in? That's okay. All right. Oh, yep. Change it on here.
You click on game capture.
Awesome. And guys, I'm so good at streaming. It's crazy. All right. Let's turn this down a little bit. Okay. What was the one I was doing? This one. Continue. All right. Asha truly puts the dream work in teamwork. I completely agree. Yes, Heater on the couch. Hi, baby girl. Are you gonna lay on my knitting? She loves laying on my knitting. It's so cute. Okay, wait. I know how mirroring works. All right, where were we? I had just gotten all those guys trapped, and now, am I gonna go up a ladder? No, cats can't go up ladders. How's the volume, y'all? It's a little bit quiet compared to me. Cool. I'll turn this down on my side. That's the issue. Okay, how about that? Let's get some holy cows in here. catforillinois.com/stream. There we go. Oh wait, maybe I knocked this over? I don't remember where I was. Honestly, I'm probably gonna need some help. Maybe trash can and we roll it? Oh, I can just jump up there. Okay, cool. But yeah, this is a drop your questions about the campaign in the chat. We had a really fun day with our protest sign making party, and I think I was there last time. Okay, let's try this. Am I missing something?
Holy cow.
Heater in the back with Stray. Yeah, this game is Heater right here. And someone tell me where to go. I'm struggling over here. Oh, wait, maybe this. Here we go. Wait, no, I just came from there. Okay, so then I think I go there. If I'm wrong, let me know. Do you think that other Democratic candidates should start following Zoran's footsteps regarding trans rights? Absolutely. Trans rights are human rights. Like, it's really just not that difficult. And we shouldn't have to beg for people to recognize basic human rights. At the same time, like, this is a kitchen table issue. Trans people have kitchen
Holy
tables. The
cow.
way that we try to pretend that this is like some niche issue is ridiculous. The only thing that's niche is how Republicans want to bully literal children who are just existing. Like, there have been entire bills that exist to bully like 3 kids in a state. All right, catforillinois.com/stream, y'all. We are a grassroots campaign. We are not funded by APAC. Also, someone please tell me where to go in this level. I don't know where I am. Do you know Heater's story? Yeah, she was a stray, just like this cat. This is a game about Heater. And okay, so this place. Okay, all the way top on that big building. Where's the big building? Oh, that big building. That's right. Okay. Oh wait, no, it says go that way. Okay, so I want to go over there. Okay, I'm learning.
Holy cow.
Yay! Wait, I thought I just came from here. Oh, this is where those little guys tried to get me, and I guess it just saved before then. Get in there, get in there, get in there. I learned my lesson last time. Asha's got some donors to shout out, and if you want to get a shout out, you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. All right, who are we shouting out, Asha? Eric H, thank you so much for your donation. Same Eric H as before?
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Will K.
Will K, thank you so much for your donation. Charles R, thank you for your donation.
Phil L.
Who?
Phil L.
Phil L with a recurring donation, a fantastic way to support the campaign on your own budget and lets us plan for the future.
John K.
John K, thank you so much for your donation.
Dominic C. $4.
Dominic C with $4.20, nice.
Colton S.
Colton S, thank you so much for your donation.
Michael C.
Michael C, thank you for your donation.
Ryan H.
Ryan H, thank you for your donation.
Ozzy Y with $500.
Sorry, what?
Ozzy Y with $500.
Azzy Y with a $500 donation. Thank you so much. I really can't stress, like, every donation makes such an impact. $500 goes a long way on a campaign like this. It goes to paying our staff a living wage. It goes to keeping our campaign office as a mutual aid hub. It goes to community resources because we're about making positive change before Election Day and showing our values and not telling. So thank you so much, Ozzy. And John K, thank you so much for your donation. And if you want to be like any of those donors and help support a campaign that is about doing, not just saying, and is not going to waste your money on consultants that haven't won an election in decades, you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Let's push this. Yay! I also need to edit chat one sec. Kat, why haven't we seen you at the Broadview facility? I've been going there for like the last 6 weeks. This past week, I had something that I couldn't reschedule, but I will be back this Friday. We made sure to send some supplies there to the first aid tent and make sure that people have what they need in case they're pepperballed to make up for that. So if you're there on... What are you laughing at? Yes. No, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Again? Again? Alright, Asha. Yeah.
Decide if we want to show.
Is that your dog? Yeah, show that.
I'm not gonna stick anything up there. You guys see this? We wanted my dog to be Elphaba for Halloween, and so we were gonna dye him green, but but I got this photo from my sister, and she goes, Elphaba might be blue.
Make him a Smurf.
He could be a Smurf, but look at his little costume that we got him.
Oh my god!
Because our other dog, we have 2 dogs. We have this little guy and then a big guy, and they're gonna be Elphaba and Glinda.
That's so cute.
First time chatter says blue dog. Yeah.
That's so cute. If elected, how many years do you want to spend in Congress? Go away. No, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Where am I trying to go? Oh my god. This is hard. I have made a public pledge to not serve more than 10 years or 5 terms in the House of Representatives. I don't think that this should be a forever job. I think we have a very diverse world and a very diverse country, and that our leaders should reflect that. So, what inspired you to think about a mutual aid hub as an idea? I got really sick of seeing how much money was wasted in politics, and I was like, there has to be a better way to use this. And so what if we did that? What if we didn't suck? What if we used our money in a way that actually helps people right now? And so we've been doing it. Question, looked packed today. How many people did you have at the poster event? I'm sure Mia has a better number. Gosh dang it. Oh my god. We had so many people that we actually had to have people like on the floor making signs. Like it was hard to walk around without seeing someone on a sign. Also, if you want to support our events that are accessible to everyone, no matter their income, we don't charge $500 a plate. You know, our kickoff event, we asked for pads and tampons for the Period Collective instead of money. If you want to support us in our accessible events in community building and not just you know, happy hours where it's the same 20 people schmoozing every time, you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We are not sponsored by AIPAC. We are not sponsored by Republican money, by billionaire dollars. No, 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 no. There we go. Oh my god. Those guys need to buzz off. There we go. Oh my god. The stress. CapRillinois.com/stream, y'all. Let's give a, like, $1 to $5 for getting through that course. I mean, the kitty's still here. We're gonna put a transceiver on top of a big building. Oh no, I hate these guys. Okay, I see what I'm gonna do. Where am I going? Okay, they're all locked in there.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, that's the sound of someone donating. Donate so we can shout you out. Just a reminder, this upcoming week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, are our last week of streams. Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, sorry. We have a candidate forum on Thursday. So Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday are our last week of trial streams, and if we keep succeeding and making more money doing this than call time, we will keep doing it. And I promise you, we will see more politicians doing this, and they will realize that people are sick of politicians will realize that people want leaders that talk like actual people and not like they've been laundered through 5 different consultant agencies. So yeah, donate at capillinois.com/stream. I would love to keep doing these streams. They have been great for, honestly, like my mental health. I have a lot of fun doing them. I have a lot of fun talking with you. So drop your questions in the chat.
Holy cow.
And donate at capillinois.com/stream. Oh yes, if we reach $100,000 by next Sunday, a week from today, raised from the stream, Asha and I will do a 24-hour stream. So yeah, we committed to that. It was a huge mistake, but I guess I have to have them eat this bacteria. Okay. How do I get up there without getting eaten? Okay. Okay. Gotta lock in. What the heck are we doing, y'all? Am I totally missing this? Am I at the wrong spot? Their sounds are kind of cute. Asha, how far are we to 100K? Just so that way the people have an incentive. We're at what? Okay, we're halfway there. We're at $50,000. So 50,000 more, and we'll do a 24-hour stream, which is horrible, but we'll do it because I actually think it'd be really fun and bad, but fun. Okay, I am
Holy
stuck on this
cow.
level. Am I missing something, chat? Meanwhile, Heater's in the back just chilling. I'm so glad she's safe here. Not getting eaten by these weird bacteria things. Okay. I'm looking at chat and trying to figure out. We got some donors to shout out while I try to figure out this level. Someone roll the barrel in the cage. Okay. Yeah. But why? To get them up there? Because they're trying to eat the bacteria, right? Go away, go away, go away. Did I do something wrong? Okay, let's shout out some donations. Dean Z. Dean Z with $100. Thank you so much. Kylie J, thank you so much for your donation. Tyler R with 69, nice. Tobias H, thank you so much for your donation. And Tom I, thank you so much. And Veronica P, thank you so much for your donation. And I guess this needs to be closed again. I think Kat should be able to vote, totally. That just seems like a common sense solution. What am I doing here? Are any thoughts on how or if you could work in streaming as a longer term funding platform for your campaign and get affiliated / partnered with Twitch? So the reason that we ask that you donate through catforillinois.com/stream, which reminds me, donate at catforillinois.com/stream, is that it we have to request, or we had to request certain information when we get donations, and that is to comply with FEC regulations, and so that's why we ask you to do it through ActBlue. Climb barrel, hop on 2x4 beam.
Holy cow.
Oh, okay. I messed up. I messed up. Oh my god, kitties might have to die for a sec. I feel like Christy Nome. Oh. Oh, so I smushed them. Oh. I smushed them. Okay, everyone, just know that I'm sorry for smushing the bacteria. RFK Jr. to his brainworm. Oh, fuck off.
Holy cow.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. Y'all are very helpful. I didn't know you could smush them with barrels. I still feel a little bad for that. They have kind of sounds, kind of cute sounds. All right, how am I getting up there? Drop questions about the campaign in the chat. Let us know. Am I gonna drop down here? What am I doing? Door has to be opened. Oh, I forget they all are on a delay. Asha, how you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah?
Chilling out. Got a lot of stuff to do, and I didn't do any of it.
Cool.
It's okay.
Asha says she had a lot of stuff to do and didn't do any of it. And I love that for her.
The weekend.
Amen, sister.
Holy cow.
Will FEC be delayed because of the government shutdown? That's a great question.
That's an awesome question.
And I don't have an answer, but that's a great question. For those who don't know, October 15th, we will get to see everyone's reports. So it shows what people spent money on, what people, which people donated to which campaign, and how campaigns spend money. So when you look at a report, you'll see every expense and donation over $200. These are called itemized donations. One thing we've heard a lot is people complaining about how non-transparent we are because you can't see a lot of our donations. And that is because most of our donations are small dollar donations. Our average donation is about $32, even with over 30,000 donors. We've had some people complain that we don't have a lot of in-district donors, but that is because our in-district donors are $32 and below, which is rad as hell. We actually have probably more than the entire field combined, and we would be able to confirm that if get off me, no! If people were as transparent as we were. Does your campaign get any money from the ad revenue from YouTube? I actually disabled all ad revenue on all of my accounts, so my job as a journalist is kind of a conflict of interest, and so that's actually been kind of hard for me, money-wise. And where can I go that they can't get me? I guess I just have to keep running around. But I don't want any of our campaign to be behind a paywall, so our campaign only gets money from donations that comply with FEC data. And so that's why we ask for your employer. Oh my god, okay. And so that's why we ask for you to donate through ActBlue. When is the election for the seat that you are campaigning for? It is March 17th. It is our primary. So we have about 5 months to go. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream if you want to see a candidate that not only talks without a script, but also is a gamer in Congress. catforillinois.com/stream. How is it hard money-wise when you live off of what Ben gives you? Ben is my partner, and I mostly live off of my savings and debt. I am lucky to have a partner that is willing to, you know, help with his portion of the rent a little bit more, but we're not rich by any means. And so it's, you know, comedy CEO isn't the barren level income that you would expect. Yes?
MJ responded in the chat and said the FEC won't be updating, will probably not be updating records for the website.
Someone said, unfortunately, the FEC won't be updating those records when the government is shut down. So I guess we won't. Oh, we might get out of our all-nighter, Asha. That was MJ, Goated Mod. Thank you so much, MJ. How much are you taking a candidate salary? So I've talked a bit about this. A candidate salary is something that non-incumbent candidates can take, and it is calculated by half of your average income over the last 5 years. So if you've been making like $100,000 or $200,000 over the last 5 years, you have a nice cushion. But if you say graduated in the pandemic, or like you're a parent to a family of 4 and you make $32K, which is the poverty line federally for a family of 4. No, guys, I'm so close. I'm so close. Ugh. Then that's slashed to 16K if you're making 32K a year, which is super screwed up. So we calculated mine. I graduated into the pandemic, and I got most of my payments for freelancing on like Jan 2, and it just wasn't worth it after like payroll and everything like that to actually take a candidate salary. So I'm getting 0 from a candidate salary. It would be nice if I could, but you know, I just figure this isn't forever. I'm gonna get into some debt. I am getting into some debt, and I'll be able to pay it eventually. And that's the reality of running for office if you're not rich. And I know pretty much anyone that has like a family or partner, like anyone that's not rich is relying on a lot of their family to help pick up pieces, even if it's like picking up your kids from school or being able to like do the dishes regularly. And so yeah, I'm really lucky to have people in my life that are supportive, but I won't lie, it's stressful. It's probably the most stressful part of this campaign. How are you liking campaigning as compared to journalism? I'm loving journalism so far. I really miss doing my long-form content, but, you know, this is definitely different, but it's been one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done. I think it's been really frustrating for the last few years of being like, I wonder why our politicians aren't doing X, Y, or Z. And then it's been really rewarding and cool to be able to actually do those things and see them work, like using mutual aid as a campaign strategy and using our resources to help the community. This is a transceiver? Cool. Yeah, Heater's napping in the background. She's so good. She's so tall right now. Ugh. Alright, let's see what's happening in Stray. And if you want to support a candidate that's playing Stray, catforillinois.com/stream. Kat, do you play instruments? Yeah, guitar was my pandemic hobby, and it's still something really relaxing for me, even though I'm not very good at it. Peter's so cute right now. She's so cute all the time. Oh. Oh no. Yay. All right, time to go find Momo. catforillinois.com/stream, y'all. This is my first time playing and finishing Stray, so this is very fun. I want to reunite with my kitty family.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, that's the sound of someone donating. Thank you so much. We got some donors to shout out. Lisbon M, great to see you, buddy. Zachary W, thank you so much for your donation. Michael T, thank you for your donation. Nathan D with 69, nice. Edwin A with a $32 donation recurring. A recurring donation is a great way to help our campaign on your own budget, and $32 is our average donation, even with tens of thousands of donors, so thank you so much. And Robert B? Robert R, thank you so much for your donation. Where does the holy cow sound come from? It is a program sound in Act Blue, so every time someone donates, we hear that. Hey kitty, there's Heater, guys. There's Heater, and there's Heater. Oh no. Okay, window at the entrance. Guys, this game is delightful.
Holy
Yay!
cow.
Asha, any updates on the alerts for the screen or whatever they're called when someone donates? Asha says it's up the chain. It's working. It's in progress. Take a little nap. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Heater, that's you? Oh my god, look, they're the exact same. There's Heater. There's Heater. Oh my god. Alright, catforillinois.com/stream, y'all. If you think this cat is cute, and if you think my cat is cute, catforillinois.com/stream. Where's the bar? Where am I going?
Holy cow!
Hmm. Your cat's name is Heater. Why? She was found on a heating grate in the middle of winter. And now it's because she's a little space heater. She keeps us warm at night. She's cuddly, she's sweet, she's perfect. And she's an angel from above. And as Dominic said, donate for Heater. catforillinois.com/stream.
Holy cow!
We need to make a progressive Act Blue that doesn't sell our email addresses. This is a common misconception. It's actually campaigns that sell your information, and our campaign does not. So if you donate to us, we are not selling your information to any other campaigns. When you get an email or text from someone that you've never heard of, that's because someone you did donate to sold that to elsewhere.
Holy cow!
Am I in the right bar? There was a bunch of liquor, so I assume. Yeah, it's my first time playing this game. It's so cute. Have y'all watched or read, what is it? A Psalm for the Wild Built? It's one of my favorite books. I actually gave Asha my copy. It's delightful, and it's a lot about like solar punk and robots and a better future. Let me out. Oh, hell yeah, I just picked it up. It's next on the pile. Highly recommend Psalm for the Wild Built for anyone that is like sci-fi, but also likes to have a better future. I actually, it made me so much less worried about mortality, which was cool. I need to reread it soon. Mortality scares me. What game is this? It's called Stray. Someone said, with Northwest being in around your constituency, how do you plan to fight the dismantling of NIH, NSF, and CDC under RFK? You know, I am just one person. I can promise that I will do my best to help get other progressive people elected, because we can't just win a majority. We have to win a majority of the majority. Additionally, I plan to absolutely delay and disrupt this administration in any way possible. I think that's something that we don't see enough from our leaders, and a lot of that's because like it's impolite. It's impolite to call a point of order every 30 seconds. It's impolite to constantly try to get in the way of okay, bar this way, to get in the way of this administration. But guess what? It's not 2014 anymore. We have to make sure that we are doing the best we can with what we have, and that means protecting people. That means getting in the way, even if it's not always polite. Someone mentioned, was last week's hat awarded? Not yet. I did finish the hat. We need to do that tomorrow. I'll let y'all know next stream. Where can I get an ice whistle? You know, it's different in every community. We have some at our campaign office. So if you're in the area of the campaign office, 7016 North Clark Street in Rogers Park, drop by. We have some volunteers who have 3D printed some, and we really appreciate anyone who's been 3D printing them. So if you have a 3D printer, even like a, you know, doesn't have to be fancy or anything, 3D print some whistles. ICE hates them. It's awesome. Is there anything that local volunteers can help with in the campaign in addition to petitioning / after the petitioning period ends? Yes, if you want to get involved in the campaign, you should join our Discord server, discord.gg/cat for Illinois. Petitioning is about to end, so we are going to be knocking on doors, phone banking, text banking, but also we like really want to be creative with our volunteers. We just had Juan on who was talking about doing this mending program with our campaign so people can get their clothes mended and we can help pay for laundry at laundromats. So if you have any ideas for volunteering, we want to hear them. It doesn't always have to be talking to other people. It doesn't always have to be something behind the scenes. We have so many opportunities, and if you want to make one for yourself, if you're like, I have this skill and I want to use it in a campaign some way, let us know. Discord.gg/cat for Illinois. And if you live in the area, we need your help knocking doors. If you don't, we need your help phone banking or text banking. We are going to do postcards. We want to have a letter writing campaign. We need your help. Discord.gg/cat for Illinois. And if you want to help us have the resources to do all these things, please, if you can, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. And I found Momo, which is really exciting. Let me hop on. I'll hop up on this chair. Yay! This is so cute. What am I drinking? Jasmine green tea. I drink Numi jasmine green tea. I've drank it every single day since I was 12 years old. It is my favorite tea, and it's delightful. And we have some donors to shout out. Let me get through this cutscene, though. No, not Zerks everywhere. I want a computer face that's rainbow for a face. Oh my god, it looks just like Heater, y'all.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, catforillinois.com/stream. All right, we'll follow him. All right, donors to shout out. And if you want to be one of these donors, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We got like 7 more minutes where we can shout you out. So catforillinois.com/stream. Let's hear some holy cows. All right, Asha. Jose V with a recurring donation. Thank you so much. Robert H, thank you so much for your donation. Evan V with 69. Nice. And Amy V, thank you so much. Are y'all related? Hey, what is the Halloween event? We will have more to say later, but there will be a blood drive. And I'm excited because I've never given blood. And I want to give blood. I don't even know my blood type, but I've heard this is a good way to find out. God, this guy's jacket is so cool. I want one. I really like the soundtrack for this game. This is a way more fun and accessible way to raise funds. I'm so glad it's working for you. Oh, thank you, Momo. Yeah, thank you so much. I've had so much fun doing this. It's really just, I had someone be like, oh, do you want to be beholden to the masses instead of beholden to rich donors? And it's like, yeah, I think that's what politics should be.
Holy
being
cow.
beholden to the masses. So behold me, masses. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. But yeah, it's really fun, and it's just been a great way for me to, especially as I've been feeling kind of a little bit exhausted, being able to kind of decompress and have fun while also helping the campaign. What are we doing here? Yeah, that's your papas. So this has just been a really nice thing to do. Been very sleepy lately. Yeah, beholden to the masses. You mean democracy? Absolutely. I remember there was like a centrist retreat where they were saying we need to move away from the dominance of small dollar donors, and I did a whole video about it where they were saying we need to be less beholden to small dollar donors and more to the broader electorate. And it's like, bro, that is the broader electorate. Cat beholden to the masses shirt would be fire. I agree. Oh, what's the code? Ruh-roh. Maybe he knows the code. Okay, time to read stuff. I love a cat that can read. CatForIllinois.com/stream, y'all. We got 5 minutes for you to get shouted out. CatForIllinois.com/stream. And you can behold me like the masses you are. That's normal. So our field director, Andre, has something called Baby Saver Blood because his blood is so good. It's O negative and also doesn't have like this this like weird virus thing that like 99% of blood has. Anyways, he has all these juice boxes in his car because he gives blood pretty much constantly, which, Asha, it's pretty on brand for Andre. It's the most on brand thing for Andre. He is the nicest person any of us have ever met. And so, yeah, they're just like all these juice boxes, which has been great for me because I forget to eat and then my blood sugar gets low and then I have a juice box because Andre is nice and will always have a juice box on him. Where do I find this code? I'm working on it, y'all. Oh, maybe it's the clocks? Okay, so 2511. Okay. Feel so smart. Yay! I didn't need a hint, but thank you so much. I feel like the smartest girl in the world. No, so then the robots are in danger. CatForIllinois.com/stream. I'm sad about the robots. Y'all gotta donate because I want to keep doing these streams, but guess what? We're not gonna have time to play Stray next week. And I don't want to finish Stray without y'all. We're both gonna cry. We got some great guests. Can I actually preview guests for people? Yeah, so we've got some great guests this upcoming week. I'm actually going to go to full cam while we end the last 5 minutes of the stream. So what's our schedule?
Amir tomorrow, or on Tuesday.
So on Tuesday, Amir Talai, who is one of the voices in the show Has Been Hotel, which is, they have a new season coming out in the last week of October, is going to be our first guest on Tuesday. And then Friday? Yes, Friday, hopefully, if anyone knows the ship poster Juniper, she'll be coming in person, and that'll be a lot of fun. And then Sunday?
And then Sunday, John.
Oh, yeah, and then Sunday, John Ayatarola. I can't complain about hard to pronounce last names. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have guests. We're going to be doing what we've been doing for the last 4 weeks now, and hopefully we can keep doing this because this is such a better way to fundraise. It is so much more fun for me, but also I just think I like that it's transparent. I like that we are doing something that actually interacts with people and isn't just behind closed doors. I've talked so much about call time on here. I'm sure y'all are sick of it, but it really is kind of like the poisonous lifeblood of our political system, and I don't think it has to be. But we have to prove that. And to prove that, we need to keep doing these streams. So catforillinois.com/stream. Let's prove that this is a better way to raise money than call time. We still got 2 minutes. So if you want to get a shout out, donate at the next 2 minutes, catforillinois.com/stream. Yeah, Heater's Little Feet. Donate for Heater's Little Feet. There we go. Wait, hold on. There we go. Little tiny feet, little tiny beads. I always wanted to ask Juniper is as cool in real life as she is online. She's even cooler, I promise. catforillinois.com/stream. Any idea if it seems like we'll keep doing this after next week? Look, we've been very happy with the results so far. We just want to make sure that it's I add a rolla, thank you. That it's consistent and that we can keep doing this, that it's sustainable. And so last week is next week. And if we can raise 100K, that's 50K more by Sunday, we will be doing a 24-hour stream. But I'm also cool not doing a 24-hour stream and just having a success overall. First stream I've been to, and I'm loving it. 10 out of 10 idea. Politics should be more fun. I completely agree. I love when we make politics more fun. If you want your holy cow sound shout out, donate in the next 60 seconds. catforillinois.com/stream. Like, we do a ton of very fun events. We had a poster making event today. I just did a bunch of knitting and embroidery with Juan and Pete earlier. We have done a punk show. We've done board game nights. We've done knitting circles. Like, we really want to do some video games and have the Discord server in here, which, by the way, if you want to volunteer for us, discord.gg/catforillinois. And we got like 30 more seconds before we'll wrap up. So, Asha, you ready to total up?
I am.
All right, fantastic. Get your shout out, catforillinois.com/stream.
Right now, the only new shout out
Ramsa R, thank you so much for your donation. Nice. $1,500, $1,509. Unbelievable. Frankly, that's the lowest we've had for any of these streams, and that is still so much more than most candidates make in a day on call time, doing that for hours and hours and hours. And this is without constantly plugging the stream link as we were talking with Pete and Juan. It was just having a conversation about universal basic income and really trying to connect with people. So holy cow, thank you so much. This is freaking awesome, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you so much, everyone. Mm-hmm.